Good afternoon, Pokesports. It's your host, Mike, and I play with two Pokemon on the field. My friends, today is San Diego Regionals Day. And for everybody who's out there, I wish you safe flights, I wish you safe travels, and I hope that you play some really good games out there. We are with you in spirit, although we're not there in person, but we're with you in spirit with this Dondozo Tatsugiri team made possible by Naoto Mizobuchi, who ended up rank 1 in the Season 1 ladder. So, of course, San Diego Regionals is going to be full of Dondozo Tatsugiri. Everybody knows it. And so for that reason, we're going to be playing it today for you folks. Let's get into the battle arena. Let's go see some games. Oh no, and my first team is against the one thing that I fear the most. It's Dudunsparce and Jolteon. Okay, I have seen this. I have been playing this game long enough to have seen this on my stream. And I think for this, I need to bring something that can shut down a Dudunsparce just a little bit. What can take a Boom Burst and live to tell another tale? That would be Goldengo. Goldengo can do that thing. And then beside Goldengo could also be Meowscarada for a nice little knockoff. It's also got Focus Sash, so I don't have to worry about it going down on the first turn. And then the Dondozo could work, and the Tatsugiri could work here. Yeah, I think I like that quite a bit. This Jolteon is, as far as I understand, a very supportive Jolteon. It just wants its friends to do really well. And so for that reason, it has Pin Missile. So the idea here is the Jolteon uses Pin Missile on the Dudunsparce, who's going to Terra Psychic. Except they're not even going to do that. That's wonderful. They're just going to lead with Annihilape and Maushold here. That said, I don't think that Terra Steel is going to do it. I could make it rain, though. I really do like to make it rain. But my Dondozo has Dragon in the back. Dragon Terra's in the back all day long. So this is either a Make It Rain or a Power Gem. Shadow Ball probably isn't the right idea because that's going to potentially get Follow Me'd by the Maushold. So instead, why don't you know what, let's just Make It Rain. Let's Terra Make It Rain. And then, this is a good enough time as any to go and set up Toxic Spikes from the Meowscarada. I kind of like that. I don't hate that. This might make my Meowscarada go down this turn, because it just might go for a Population Bomb on Meowscarada just to kind of go for broke. But the point here is just to do as much damage to the Maushold as I can with Goldengo, and then set up for whatever that is in the back. So what do we got? Oh, we've actually got Terra Fire. Oh, that's not going to be great for me. But again, at least we've Terastallized out of Ghost, so I don't have to worry too much about a Rage Fist taking me out this turn, especially with that Beat Up. Beat Up's going to make it do quite a bit of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now this Primeape has been hit 4 times. Rage Fist is, what's that? 250 power, something like that. Make It Rain's going to do quite a bit. It's going to take out the Maushold, and that is really, really good for me. That's really, really good for me. A Terra Blast here would be really, really bad for me. No, it's just going to be a Rage Fist. Okay. So again, it's probably going to take me out because it's just, yeah, it's a Rage Fist. Come on. Let's be honest. I'm going to keep just the one layer of Poison Spikes out. Thank you very much. I don't think I need to worry too hard about that. That can't be a Choice Scarf on that guy there, on that Annihilape. Murkrow is the right choice here, because here was my thought. I could have swapped out the Meowscarada right now to go into Tatsugiri and get the +2 to speed and potentially outspeed the Annihilape. But with the Murkrow out, now it might just go for a Tailwind to make sure that the Annihilape outspeeds me. That said, I can just go for the Wave Crash here and just take it out with the normal Dondozo. And I can knock off with on the Murkrow. I don't think I mind that. There's no way the Annihilate lives that, right? There's no way. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Yeah, so now it's going to be pretty fast. That Rage Fist isn't going to matter on my Dondozo, I don't think, actually. No, it is. You know why? Because the way that Rage Fist works is completely different than Unaware. Oh, no, I used Wave Crash, too. That's going to take out my Dondozo. That's fine. I have a Choice Scarf Tatsugiri in the back. This is a whirlwind of emotions that I go through when I play a game of Pokemon. And I apologize for all the stress that I cause. But I do feel like I am just fine. The Dondozo is going to go down here, but Tatsugiri is a monster all on its own. So not every time do you need to go and swap into Tatsugiri to go and get that commander boost. Ooh, and that's going to be a Gholdengo here. So with my Tatsugiri, I can hit an Icy Wind, actually, and slow down. Is this right? I think I'm definitely going to go ahead of the Murkrow. Let me think if this makes sense. I think it does. I'm going to slow them down so that I can knock off on the Gholdengo. That Toxic Spikes did nothing, and I really need to remember. Oh wow, okay. So I really need to remember the reason why I Toxic Spike. I need to look at the Pokemon and be like, okay, does it actually make sense to use Toxic Spikes? Or are you just using it because the Masquerada has Toxic Spikes? Oh, I would love it if that was Masquerada who dodged it. Oh, both of us dodged it. Woo! Okay, and both of them get hit by it. I got bailed out this game. I got bailed out so hard. It's not very effective on the Murkrow, but it is going to lower the speed. Gholdengo, it is going to lower that speed as well. Boom. That knockoff. I got bailed out so hard this game. But we take those wins. You know what? We take those wins. There's no way that this Murkrow takes me out now. I can just knock off here again. Yeah. I don't claim to be the best VGC player, but I do claim to win sometimes. I defeated Dodo. They're probably screaming right now. This is not how they wanted to end their game. But you know what? That's okay, because we take those wins and we're going to go into the next game and think about what we're doing. We're not going to use Toxic Spikes on nothing. And we're going to play so much better. So much better. You're going to see a wild improvement, and you're going to post down in the comments, Michael, wow, I can't believe how well you improved in this 30-minute episode. All right, folks, let's go into the next game. Come on. All right, so our next battle here, my redemption arc, is up against this guy here with a Talonflame, Mousehold, Garchomp, Hydreigon, Rotom Wash, and Farigiraf. Now, the one thing that I can note here is that there is no Murkrow for my Dondozo to get hazed. So I feel like I should be okay to bring the Dondozo Tatsugiri. I'm not seeing a Murkrow, so I can go ahead and bring that. However, I do see the Talonflame there. So I'm thinking actually that Baxcalibur, this is kind of a weird way of thinking, but I think Baxcalibur is the right choice here. Rocky Helmet, Volcarona also might be the right play. Because if they lead with Talonflame, Mousehold, no, then you know what I should do? What if I don't bring the Dondozo Tatsugiri today at all? What if I bring this, Volcarona, and that? Changing my mind. I'm going to still bring Gholdengo first, but I'm actually going to bring Baxcalibur second. I want Baxcalibur to be a big enough threat to get Population Bombed. And then I want to swap in Volcarona to instead deal the rest of the damage to the Mousehold with the Rocky Helmet. that is going to be my counter lead. And if I still, if I don't have the Maushold that comes out in the front, then I can at least Ice Shard and do some damage to that Talonflame, or actually just Blade Rush and do some damage to the Talonflame. But that is going to be a Maushold lead. So I think here I can just go for the Power Gem on the Talonflame, because obviously that's going to do a ton of damage. And then we'll swap the Baxcalibur out to the Volcarona for the Maushold to take that Rocky Helmet damage. So let's see it happen. I'm going to swap out into the Volcarona. Here comes the Talonwing Tailwind. Now, if this Talonflame is a Talonflame that I know, then it's got Sharp Beak. Oh, that's a Charm. Okay. So that would be good against my Volcarona, but it's not, certainly not a population bomb fodder. So regardless, it's still going to take out the Talonflame. I am happy with that. And I'm actually okay with locking into Power Gem here, because I do have choice specs. This is the first time that I've actually seen a Maushold Charm instead of do population bomb first turn in Tailwind specifically. This Rotom out is quite bad for me. Quite bad for me. Is it worth swapping into Meowscarada? I do think so. I do think so. Yeah, we'll do that. And then I think here I could go for Strugglebug. Does Strugglebug do it? It's going to do some damage here. It's going to break any potential sashes that I guess the Maushold could have. But regardless, will lower the special attack of the guy there. And then we'll protect next turn. Or I can even just Rage Powder. So it's going to be a Terra Fire on that. Okay. Makes some pretty good sense there. And uh-oh, that's going to be an attack on the Meowscarada. I think that's fine. Anyway, Population Bomb is going to start doing that damage to the Maushold, and that Flame Body is exactly what I needed. Because now it's just going to take that Rocky Helmet damage with doing minimal to my Volcarona. Look at this. So now it's only doing 10. Now it's only doing 9. This is going to KO the Maushold before it KOs my Volcarona. That's so nice. Oh, minimal damage from this Population Bomb. Maushold's going down. Maushold is going down. Pokemon was hit 6 times, and this Rotom's going to use Terra Blast. That's a little scary. But again, my Meowscarada can take it. A little unfortunate, but it can take. Now, both of my Pokemon do have Protect, so I think I can just waste that one turn with that at least. Waste that one turn of Tailwind, that is. And then Garchomp is going to come out beside it. So that's going to just be a lot of Earthquakes that my Pokemon are about to take. So I'm just going to Protect and Protect. This could be bad for me if the Garchomp decides to go for a Swords Dance instead of whatever it's about to go for, but I assume that it's going to go for an Earthquake just because it can. Now, a Rock Slide is even better for them, not for me. Now, the nice thing here is I do have all 4 of my Pokemon still alive, still up and kicking. But the problem is that I can't really swap into anything right now. Right, my Goldango takes a Rock Slide pretty well, but it doesn't take a Terra Blast. I can, not Struggle Bug, I can Rage Powder with my Volcarona, but it doesn't take a Rock Slide very well. So instead I'm going to check my status, the enemy status, last Tailwind. If I can have one of these Pokemon survive this turn, then I am infinitely better off than if both of these Pokemon go down this turn. So what if I just go for the Protect? I don't think that's a problem. Let's just go for it. So one Protect misses, that's all right. And then the other Protect hits. That is really, really good that the Volcarona survives this. Unfortunately, the Meowscarada is going to go down to this, but it is one one sacrifice that I am honestly willing to take. And then here comes the Terra Blast on the Volcarona. It's not going to go through. And that's going to peter out the Tailwind. So now I have Gholdengo and I have Baxcalibur. I feel like Baxcalibur is probably the right choice here, so I'm going to make it. Let's just go for it. I can Terra Steel. I have both my Pokemon Terra Steel and one Terra Fire, so that kind of sucks. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to Icicle Crash. Icicle Crash or even Ice Shard. I don't hate Ice Shard here. I don't know if it takes it out, though. It's 4 times effective. It's 4 times effective, and I'm a nice type. Do I just go for it? I think I just go for it. Yeah, I think I just go for it. And then I'm going to Rage Powder, but I'm also going to Terra Fire, because that way it'll make the Fire Terra Blast not very effective. It keeps my Volcarona alive. It should, and if I manage to one-hit the Garchomp with this, then I'll be in a very, very good space. So here comes that Terra Fire. It's going to protect this turn. That's a smart choice. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take this time to figure something out here. Garchomp and Baxcalibur. Garchomp and Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur. Garchomp sitting at 102 speed. And Baxcalibur sitting out. That did nothing. That's wonderful. Sitting at 87. So yeah, I'm not going to outspeed this. Yeah, I think I still go for the Ice Shard. And well, we're going to Rage Powder again, I suppose. Yeah. We have to. I don't want my Baxcalibur to get hit by this. Yeah, that's a one hit. Oh, I love that. Wow, Ice Shard is so good on Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur has a base attack stat of 145. That's amazing. And look, we're only taking 30 damage from this Rotom. I think I can just go for Glaive Rushes here. Or, you know what? Let's go for a Protect this first turn. Let's just make sure. Let's make super, super sure the battle is canceled. All right, we don't have to make super, super sure of anything because we won. That was my redemption arc. I'll call that my redemption arc. Yeah, finding out that I can one-hit a Garchomp with an Ice Shard is just, oh, that's so, so nice. I love that feeling. Remember that, folks. You might be in a similar situation someday. It's nice to know that you can do that. Folks, let's take this team into the battle arena one more time. Let's see if we can get ourselves a third win. Not one that we just take, but one that we earn. Let's go. All right, going up against Lete Nino. Bringing the Scizor, Skeledirge, Garganical, Bronzong, Ding Dong, hello, Tyranitar, and Meowscarada. If they bring out that Tyranitar, I'm actually kind of happy, I think. Because I don't really want to bring my Meowscarada here. Although it is probably a good idea too, if I really think about it. I think I'll do that. Yeah, I will do that. I say I won't, and then it's the first one that I choose. The Gholdengo is really nice that it has Power Gem here. That's going to be very nice against that Skeledirge, just in case it Terra Fires. It's going to be actually one of the only thing apart from Dondozo if I do decide to bring that. Do I want to bring that? I think I do. I think I want to bring Dondozo Tatsugiri this time. So I really like Gholdengo. I really like Meowscarada. What do I think about the bug? I think quite highly of the bug right now, actually, because of the Meowscarada. So why don't I bring Volcarona over Meowscarada? It might be a dangerous play, but we'll bring the Dondozo and Tatsugiri. The Scizor is also not really going to want to take, I believe it's what's the move that I have here? Overheat? Yeah, it's Overheat. Not going to want to take an Overheat from this guy at all. So let's hope that we can... Oh, that's the back of a Ghoulade's head. Let's hope that we can do some damage against it. All right, what are they going to send out? They're going to send out a Bronzong and a Tyranitar. Again, that Bronzong does not want to take an overheat. The only problem is that I need it to... Oh, I know. I'm going to Trick. I'm going to hit Trick on this Tyranitar. I'm about to give this Tyranitar some choice specs, and I'm going to Protect here just to see what happens. Because I don't think the Tyranitar is bound to attack my Gholdengo here. But if it does, might I want to Terrastalize right now? If it attacks with a Crunch, why don't I Terrastalize, Steel, and Trick? Why don't I hit Protect on the first turn on Bronzong? They're probably going to go for a Trick Room here, I believe. But I would just hate to be attacked with a Rock Slide, and if I am attacked with a Rock Slide, then I can at least make the decision to go and swap the Volcarona out next turn. I'm pretty confident that Tyranitar outspeeds the Volcarona as well. Regardless, we hit the Protect. I'm going to hit the Trick first, which means that I could have attacked with Gholdengo first, but that's okay. I'm going to actually get the Weakness Policy here. Tyranitar is going to Rock Slide, so that's going to be protected by my Volcarona, and it is going to hit the Gholdengo, but that's all right. And then Bronzong is going to hit the Trick Room. Okay. Well, I don't have... Yeah, you know what? This turn I can just go for Make It Rain. I think that's pretty safe. It's going to do some damage to the Tyranitar, but what I really want is to get my Volcarona out of here. And I can get it out by swapping over to Tatsugiri. What happens? Man, I don't think my Tatsugiri will go down. But I really don't want my Dondozo to start taking damage without a Tatsugiri on the field. Let's go for this. Because I'm fine with my Tatsugiri getting hit with a Rock Slide. I'm not so fine with Tatsugiri getting hit with a Rock Slide and a Psychic, but well, that's actually okay. Going for a Helping Hand is just fine. Especially if it's on a Rock Slide, that's going to do not all of the damage to Tatsugiri, and that's important. Very, very important. So I hit the Make It Rain. Doesn't take out the Tyranitar. It would have on the first turn, though, so that's unfortunate. My special attack's going to fall, but now at least I can go and bring out my Dondozo. Just barely kept that alive. We're going to swap that into Dondozo. And Tatsugiri's not going to do anything, but we can, I don't know, go for an Icy Wind or something. And now with my +2 defense, I'll take less damage from the impending Rock Slide. And I can Protect next turn, actually, to bait out another turn of Trick Room. Bronzong's gonna hit Bulldoze here. I don't know if I mind. I think that's just fine. Both of my Pokemon are gonna avoid that attack. That's so wonderful. I'm gonna take a little bit of sand damage here, but then I'm gonna re-heal it back with my leftovers. Tatsugiri goes down to sand. I didn't know Tatsugiri goes down to sand. I can bring out another Pokemon. That's wonderful. What? Cool. Thank you. I think I will. Let's bring out the Volcarona. How many turns left of Trick Room are there? There's 2. I don't care. Let's attack the Bronzong. Let's attack the Bronzong. I don't care about the Tyranitar right now. I don't think I do. So I'll just go for that, and then I'll hit the Protect. No. I kind of do care about it. You know, who am I kidding? Let's hit the order up on the T-Tar. Let's get our speed back up there. Let's protect here. Gonna withdraw the Tyranitar. Okay. And instead gonna bring out a Meowscarada. Meowscarada is going to take still quite a bit of damage here. Bronzong is not my target anymore, so thank you. Volcarona is going to hit Protect, but now Volcarona is faster than Meowscarada for this last turn, so this is an unfortunate switch-in for my opponent over here. I guess it can go for a Sucker Punch, but let's just pretend that it won't, you know? Oh man, I love that. I love that Tatsugiri went down to Sand. I clearly have not been playing enough with Dondozo, and this makes a lot of sense to me now. Okay, so we can go for an order up here, I guess. No, let's just go for a Protect. Let's just go for a Protect. If they're planning on doing any kind of damage to my Dondozo this turn, let's just make that not happen. And then we'll hit Struggle Bug. Bronzong is going to use Helping Hand. This is going to be a Helping Hand Sucker Punch? No, it's not. Oh, it might be still. That's a Protect. No, it's not. That's just a Helping Hand Death. Clap, 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 clap. Fall down. So down goes Meowscarada. And the Sandstorm's going to subside here, which is nice. Unfortunately, I never did figure out if Volcarona is faster outside of Trick Room than the Tyranitar, but I can probably assume that it would be. But you know what? That's why we have Handy Dandy Google over here. No, it's actually Scizor, so I don't even have to worry about that in the first place. We can just go for a Wave Crash on the Bronzong, and we can go for an Overheat on the Scizor. I think that works for me. Scizor's going to hit the Bullet Punch on the Dondozo. That's going to do no damage, unfortunately. Wave Crash is definitely going to take out the Bronzong from here. Goodbye, Bronzong, especially with a critical hit. And then my last move here is going to be the Overheat on the Scizor. And there it goes. Now, I would love to see if Volcarona outspeeds the Tyranitar, but I don't think we're going to have enough time in the game for that. So what I'll do is I'll just look it up on this. 100 to 61. Yes, Volcarona definitely outspeeds the Tyranitar. In fact, I want Volcarona to get the last hit here. So let's do that. We're going to substitute, and we're going to Overheat again. And the battle will be canceled. Yeah, nobody gets to see it. Nobody gets to see that this Volcarona is faster than the Tyranitar. But if you know your speed tiers like I don't, then you were screaming at your screen for about 5 minutes anyway. So that is fine, cool, and dandy. And that's a third win. Okay, so this team pulls out wins, huh? You'd think that the the first place team of season 1 could actually pull out a couple of wins in season 2. You'd think, right? It's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go take a look at this team, and then we'll get you out for the day. Come on. So here it is, the #1 team of all of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for Season 1, created by Naoto Mizobuchi, bringing the Tatsugiri, Dondozo, Meowscarada, Goldengo, Volcarona, and Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur with the Dragon Fang is actually the first time that I've ever seen a Baxcalibur with a Dragon Fang. Often I'll see it with an Assault Vest. I've seen with loaded dice. Lots of different things that you can bring on Baxcalibur. Dragon Fang is interesting, especially because Glaive Rush does so much damage already, that adding that Dragon Fang damage just, that's icing on the cake for a lot of Pokemon. It has Steel Terra, but no Steel moves, and that's totally fine. It gets rid of its a lot of its weaknesses, actually. And Ice Shard can apparently one-hit KO a Garchomp. Most moves that are 4 times effective can actually do that. Volcarona as well, Struggle Bug and Overheat, Rage Powder, and Protect. All great utility moves, all great counter moves against a Pokemon like Mousehold or a Pokemon like Meowscarada, both Pokemon that you're seeing a lot in the meta these days. Rocky Helmet and Flame Body do amazing work against a Mousehold, so go and use that to your advantage. Goldengo, Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Power Gem, and Trick. I love Trick on Goldengo. I didn't actually think that it was going to be as useful as it was. It was very, very useful. Power Gem as well. A lot of Pokemon do not want to take a Power Gem that are in the current meta and not really suspecting any Pokemon to run Rock at all. Dondozo and Tatsugiri is your combo of the month, flavor of the year. Dondozo Tatsugiri, you send in the Tatsugiri, it hops in that Dondozo's mouth and gives it a +2 Omni boost. As long as it doesn't get hazed away or you lose those stats for whatever reason, then you're often just going to run shop. This is a yellow Tatsugiri, so if you go order up, then that is going to increase your speed. If you're a Dozo Bozo and you understand what that does, is if you have a yellow Tatsugiri, that increases your speed. The other one that most people run is an orange Tatsugiri, which increases your attack. Meowscarada is just the icing on the cake for this one. Toxic Spikes is a fun little flavor move that can take out Pokemon that have Sash in the back that you might not be suspecting would be, coming out. You send out the Toxic Spikes, they take poison damage, and then they lose the rest of their HP after they got knocked down to Sash. Flower Trick and Knockoff, super staple moves. You go for a Terra Grass, and that Flower Trick is doing 1 billion damage. I've done the math, and it does actually equate to pretty close to 1 billion. So folks, please do use this team while it's up, because Naoto Misobuchi historically runs shop in VGC. So go and enjoy that. I've been Mike. I played with 2 Pokemon on the field. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like, because that really does help us out. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.